You had your last spoonful of sugar 4 hours ago. You feel fine, maybe a little tired, but deep inside your skull, something is already wrong. Your brain is sending out distress signals. The dopamine it was promised isn't coming. And your reward system, it's about to go into withdrawal. The same kind of withdrawal you'd see from cocaine. It started years ago, maybe decades. A soda here, a candy bar there, a treat after dinner. You didn't think much of it. Neither did anyone else. But every single time you consume sugar, your brain released dopamine, the same chemical that fires when you fall in love. When you win money, when you use drugs, your brain learned to expect it, demand it. And now, you've cut off the supply. Here's something they don't teach you in health class. Sugar doesn't just taste good. It fundamentally rewires your brain's chemistry. Research from Princeton University found that sugar consumption causes repeated surges of dopamine in the nucleus accumbens. That's your brain's reward center, the same region that lights up when someone takes cocaine, or heroin, or methamphetamine. You've been microdosing an addictive substance your entire life. Hour 6, the first symptoms appear. A slight headache, nothing major. You blame it on dehydration, or stress, or staring at screens too long. But that headache? It's your blood vessels. They're used to the constant spikes and crashes of sugar hitting your bloodstream. Now that the sugar's gone, they don't know what to do. They're dilating and constricting randomly, panicking. Hour 8, the headache intensifies, dull becomes pounding, and something else starts happening. Your liver notices that blood sugar isn't spiking anymore. It interprets this as an emergency, so it starts dumping stored glucose into your bloodstream, trying to fix a problem that isn't there. Your own body is working against you, fighting your decision to quit. Here's what most people don't know. Sugar doesn't just trigger dopamine. It hijacks your opioid receptors, the same receptors that respond to morphine, to heroin, to fentanyl. When researchers at Princeton gave rats naloxone, an opioid blocker used to reverse overdoses, sugar-dependent rats showed classic withdrawal symptoms: teeth chattering, tremors, anxiety, head shakes. The exact same symptoms you'd see in a heroin addict going cold turkey. Hour 10, the fatigue hits. Not normal tiredness, bone-deep exhaustion. You feel like you haven't slept in days. Here's why. Your mitochondria, the power plants inside every single cell of your body, have become dependent on constant glucose flooding. They've been swimming in sugar for years. Now they have to switch to burning fat and protein. They've forgotten how. Your cells are starving in the middle of plenty. Hour 12. The cravings arrive. Not the "I could go for something sweet" kind. The "I can't think about anything else" kind. Your prefrontal cortex, the part that makes rational decisions, that controls impulses, is being overruled by your limbic system, your ancient survival brain. It's convinced you're starving to death, and it will do anything to make you eat sugar again. Here's something fascinating and terrifying. In some studies, sugar has been shown to be more addictive than cocaine. Researchers offered rats a choice: cocaine or sugar water. 94% chose sugar. When they increased the cocaine dose, the rats still chose sugar. Your brain isn't weak for craving it. It's responding exactly how evolution designed it to. The problem is, we're not living in a world of scarcity anymore. Hour 15, the mood swings begin. 1 minute you're fine, the next you're snapping at everyone around you. Your patience is gone. Your fuse is non-existent. And then comes the anxiety, the creeping sense that something is deeply wrong. That sense, it's accurate. Something is wrong. Your serotonin system is destabilizing, the same neurotransmitter that antidepressants target. Sugar affected that too. Hour 18. The irritability becomes unbearable. The anxiety becomes constant. You can't focus on anything. You can't remember simple things. Brain fog descends like a thick blanket. You feel like you're going insane. But here's what's actually happening inside your skull. Your dopamine levels have crashed to below baseline. Your brain isn't just missing sugar. It's forgotten how to feel pleasure without it. Everything feels gray, empty, pointless. Remember those headaches that started at hour 6? They weren't just discomfort. Your blood vessels were in chaos, trying to compensate for missing sugar spikes. Remember the fatigue at hour 10? Your mitochondria had been dependent on glucose for so long, they'd forgotten how to efficiently burn anything else. Every symptom had a mechanism. Every mechanism was withdrawal. Your body was detoxing, and you didn't even know it. Hour 24. Day 1 is complete. You've survived the first full day without sugar. Your brain is doing something remarkable. For the first time in years, maybe decades, it's starting to recalibrate. Dopamine receptors that had gone numb from constant overstimulation are beginning to wake up. They're becoming sensitive again. But don't celebrate yet, because this is exactly where most people fail. The symptoms haven't peaked. Days 2 and 3, the valley of death. This is where withdrawal peaks. Headaches become migraines. Brain fog becomes suffocating. Depression sets in as your serotonin fully destabilizes. Your body is in full revolt, detoxing from a substance more addictive than cocaine, and no one warned you, because it's sold in every grocery store, given to children at birthday parties, added to bread, to pasta sauce, to yogurt. Day 4, something shifts, not dramatically, subtly. The headaches ease from unbearable to merely painful. The cravings lose their desperate edge. Your brain is adapting, finding new equilibrium. The dopamine receptors that went dark are slowly coming back online. You're not through the woods yet, but you can see sunlight through the trees. Day 5. The fog lifts. For the first time in days, you can think clearly. The cravings that consumed every thought begin to fade into background noise, and something remarkable happens. Your taste buds, which had been desensitized by years of sugar bombardment, start to regenerate. An apple tastes sweet, really sweet. Vegetables have flavor you'd forgotten existed. Your brain is finally remembering what normal feels like. 1 week, 7 days without sugar. Your energy stabilizes. No more crashes, no more desperate 3 p.m. cravings. Your sleep improves. You're waking up refreshed. The anxiety fades. The irritability disappears. You feel stable. Maybe for the first time in years, your brain has started producing dopamine from normal activities again. Conversation, achievement, exercise. You don't need sugar to feel good anymore. 2 weeks. Your insulin sensitivity improves dramatically. Your cells respond to insulin properly again, instead of ignoring it like a fire alarm that's always going off. Inflammation markers drop. The chronic inflammation sugar was causing begins to resolve. Your liver, which had been frantically storing fat during every sugar spike, finally gets a break. Filter toxins, regulate hormones, keep you alive. 1 month, 30 days. Your brain has fundamentally rewired. The neural pathways that screamed for sugar have quieted. New pathways have formed, healthier ones. Your dopamine baseline has returned to normal, maybe higher than it's been in years. The world has color again. Music sounds better. Conversations feel more engaging. You didn't realize how gray everything had become, until you could see in color again. Here's the part no one tells you. Some of the damage wasn't permanent. Your brain can heal. Your liver can recover. Your metabolism can reset. But there's a catch. The neural pathways you built over years of sugar consumption, they don't fully disappear. They go dormant. One binge can wake them up. 1 weekend of treating yourself can restart the cycle. Your brain will remember sugar forever. The addiction never fully leaves. It just sleeps. Your brain wasn't weak, it was hijacked, engineered by evolution to seek sweetness in a world where it was rare, then exploited by an industry that puts sugar in everything. Bread, pasta sauce, healthy granola bars. The withdrawals you felt? That wasn't lack of discipline. That was chemistry, neuroscience. Your brain responding exactly how it was designed to. You weren't broken, you were addicted. And now you know what you're up against. The average person consumes 77 grams of sugar per day, triple the recommended amount. That's 28 kilograms per year. 60 pounds of a substance that activates the same brain regions as cocaine, given freely to children, added to food marketed as healthy. You've been addicted your whole life, and you didn't even know it, until now.